Hi guys, welcome to Brains on the Beat. If you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're oldie but goodie, thank you for staying tuned to your girl. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the child that was found in the latrine. And I have a lot to say because I'm a mom. I'm a mom of one and Kai's a year old. And I think there is a wider issue at play that needs to be addressed as far as mothers are concerned in Jamaica. So let's get into it. It says residents in Coke Pierce in the deep rural St. Mary have dubbed as Moses the day-old baby retrieved from a pit latrine in the community on Thursday morning, likening him to the iconic biblical figure who was saved and catapulted to greatness. Dwight Campbell, who rescued the infant boy from the outdoor toilet, credited divine intervention for sparing the child's injury or death. God, a miracle. God, for a long time, a work miracle until today. Me, I'm no Christian, but me believe, said Campbell, who admitted to being traumatized by the episode. God is so good that a baby could born from nearly 7 o'clock in the toilet and no feed, nothing. Straight back until after 9 next morning and still alive. No rat bite, no insect no bite him. Residents of Coke Pierce expressed outrage at the incident yesterday but believe that the child is a legacy of faith. I call the baby Moses because God protect that baby in the toilet from in the early evening until after 9 in the morning. Moses, exclaimed a resident who gave her name as Valerie. Just like when they put him in the River Nile, God spared him for a reason. After the shocking news broke on Thursday about the newborn being dumped in a toilet, Friday's revelation were skin to the script of a Lifetime movie. Horace Campbell, brother of Dwight, claims to have been in a relationship with the mother who is now in the hospital. They have a 4-year-old son together. The two have since separated. According to Horace, who sometimes participates in overseas farm work program, he had not seen the Clarendon woman whose name the Gleaner has withheld because she has not been charged since she visited in January or February of this year to pick up some items for their son. But he told the news team that she turned up suddenly on Thursday pregnant and claiming the fetus was his. Okay, I will help you until the child is born and then we will see who the father is, Horace said. He told the woman. The residents alleged that the woman gave birth on Wednesday around 6 p.m. and dumped the baby in the toilet. She then went on the road bleeding and crying out in pain for Horace to take her to the hospital, claiming she was about to give birth. She cut the baby navel string, throw the baby in the toilet, come out upon the road and call Horace allegedly. So my sister called me on the phone and tell me she hear something like my baby mother voice over there. Horace said he took the woman to St. Anne's Bay Hospital where she was admitted. On his way back home, Horace said she called him to say she given birth to a girl. So I don't know if she was going to steal a girl baby from the ward or what. While back at the house in the community, neighbors discovered a trail of blood and tissue that led to an outdoor toilet. My daughter looking at the toilet and said, Jesus Christ, mommy, see the baby in the toilet and the baby a move, the baby a cry. Valerie said. An alarm was raised and residents led by Dwight retrieved the baby. Dwight then drove his motorcycle with a pillion passenger who cuddled the baby in the towel to Gale Health Center for treatment to be administered. Meanwhile, Horace said he's willing to undergo a paternity test to verify if he's the father of the newborn. The baby is a community baby and it has to stay here, Horace said. We want to tell him the journey he went through. And quite honestly, I don't think that baby needs to stay in our community, especially if the woman don't know who the father of that child is and if Horace is not the father. I think that is the reason why she threw that baby in the toilet. And I'm going to talk about another reason also. I feel like the baby came out, the baby didn't come out looking like Horace, and she feared that they're probably getting a domestic violence issue, or the man would find out that the baby isn't his, and she didn't want that, because Horace has been helping her sustain her life and her other kids. So I feel like that is one of the reasons why she did what she did, or it has to do with a mental health issue, and she can be suffering from depression during her pregnancy and also post-traumatic stress when she gave birth, and that's probably why she also threw the baby in the toilet. Quite honestly, I feel like mental health needs to be talked about more as far as when it comes to being mom and getting pregnant. I know a lot of Jamaican women get pregnant a lot, and they don't seem to think that it affects their mental health or their emotional well-being, and that they need help to get through pregnancy, because pregnancy takes a lot of toll, not only on your physical body, but also on your emotional and mental state. And a lot of people don't like to address it and don't like to talk about it. Pregnancy is a great thing, it's a beautiful thing, you're bringing life into the world, but it's also an emotional, mental, and also sometimes traumatizing thing. So let's continue. It says the St. Mary police have not yet charged the mother whose infant child was dumped in a pit in latrine in Cokespeare, St. Mary last Wednesday. The woman in question is reportedly still in hospital. The file will have to go to the DDP for ruling first before any charges can be laid. We haven't received an update from the St. Mary police in regards to that yet, a representative of the corporate communications unit told the news team. The child is said to be in stable condition at the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. Quite frankly, I don't feel like this woman needs to get locked up. I feel like she needs to be put in a mental institution or given some form of help, counseling, guidance, assistance, as far as taking care of her mental and emotional state is concerned. I feel like more than likely she is suffering from depression and postpartum depression. I don't know why I said post-traumatic stress. Postpartum depression is what I mean. So women need to be careful, and they also need to make sure they know the signs and symptoms of postpartum depression. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you think that this woman needs to go to jail for throwing this baby in the pit latrine, or do you think that she is mentally unstable and need counseling, mental help, needs to be put in a mental institution, and also needs help with her children? Because I think she has 3 children, and this will be her 4th, and financially children are a burden, and I feel like this is another reason why a lot of women get into a lot of unbearable predicaments, because they won't close their legs and stop having children that they can't take care of. But that's neither here nor there. That's another topic for another day. Comment what your thoughts are in the comment section. I know a lot of people have a lot to say and how she's wicked and all these things, but the bigger issue is that postpartum depression is real. Depression during pregnancy is real, and mothers, women in general, need to make sure that they're taking care of themselves when they get pregnant, mentally and emotionally. I'll see you in the next one, and comment and make sure you take my poll questions. They are right up here, and you're gonna see an eye pop up. Please take my poll questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.